think we can see that. Like, if he got
On the
money,
sleeve.
he gotta spend money. I love, or the so you gotta at least have the bag. If you don't have the bag, you have the sleeve. If you ain't got the sleeve, I like that. Because you know, I understand the importance of having a man that's financially stable, but I do think that women will date. If a man seems successful, they will overlook a lot of things just to be in a situation where they're taken care of. And
Mhm.
integrity included. He ain't got to have nothing, but if he got money to make you look like you're living a certain lifestyle, you kind of like overlook everything else. And I don't think that should be the standard for relationships. So I do. I think the way that we are trained in America or just trained online is to just look at money and not character, and just looking for the traits of a good man. You can see a good man coming, right? But if you don't have enough money, or you'll miss him, or but like I think we've said, you can connect with a man and pour a little bit into him or whatever, or respect him in a way, or all the things that we've been saying, and he will elevate anyway. He'll figure it out, but he just needs the right kind of woman. But if you ain't looking because he ain't got a bag,
That's
you'll
so
miss it.
stupid. I think there's a real disconnect between men and women, especially black men and black women. Because I was talking to a friend, millionaire, got money, and he was actually, but maybe it's his experience, maybe it's not. I know he told me one time he was taking this girl who he knew she was broke because he knew how much money she made, and he was gonna take her out, and he was like, okay, let's meet here. He said it's like $50 a plate. And she was like, well, can we meet over here? He was like, okay, why? And he said that place was like $300 a plate. He was like, okay, is it like closer to you? Like what? She's like, I mean, look at the way I look. I can't be going to this place that's $50 a plate. I mean, you got to pay for this. And he's like, all right, well, we're going to go ahead and cancel. This is what he told me. He told her.
Yep.
But he's the same guy that told me that he felt like a woman would not allow a man to take them to ice cream on a first date. And I said, on the contrary, I said, I'm going to do an experiment. And I posted it on all my social media pages. And it got hundreds of thousands of views. 99% of women don't care about that shit. That's social media banter. We don't care about you taking it to some it's food. It's freaking food. You eating. I can cook as good as these 5-star restaurants. Take me somewhere so we can have a conversation, so we can have a moment. I get to know you. Most women don't care about that shit. And the ones who do, they're not worth the salt anyway. So I think there's just that disconnect because it's social media influence in, men and women and how we look at things or how we perceive the others to be. It also goes back to racism. There is a scarcity, I will say, because there's an imbalance. We're the only race that does not have an equal amount of men and women. We have way less men than we have women. Then you add on their mass incarceration. Then you add on all these other things. So we don't have. So then there are more women than men, and so that's kind of where some of the desperation comes from. Is this imbalance? But let's.
Can I tell you a secret?
Sure.
There are
strong enough for a woman.
There are way, way, way more Black men in the world.
Yes.
So if you confine yourself to one little country or one,
I know, no much.
Hush. It will be
hush. Hush. All I'm saying is,
some of them have like a British accent.